following program contains disturbing materials that may not be suitable for some resellers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is John with Flippin' Ain't Easy. And as you can see, I'm in my car. I'm not parked, I'm driving, so you may actually have to endure a little bit of my road rage. Just kidding, don't do road rage. I, like any driver, I guess, we get upset at times, but I'm going to be as careful as I can while I make this video for you guys. Now, I just got through making and uploading a video for the members. Thank you guys that are members of the channel. Appreciate it. And when I say I'm going to do a video here and there for the members, that's exactly what it means. I'm going to do that because I just kind of feel like I need to. But this video is a question that I have for everyone, and that is the race to the bottom. You hear that all the time. Race to the bottom. You're engaging in the race to the bottom. I don't want to, be involved in the race to the bottom. You guys know that, in all honesty, the race to the bottom didn't start on eBay. It started with Amazon. So now I know a lot of you guys sell only on eBay, but hear me out here. On Amazon, you are fighting for one thing, and that is, it's called the buy box. Now, thankfully on eBay, we don't have to worry about a buy box because we're not sharing one listing, okay? We are all up against each other's listings in one search. Everyone that searches for an item has a wide range, depending on what you're selling, of items to choose from. Even if you have a one-off and they search for your item, you're going to have other similar items that are going to pop up in your search. So you're competing against these people. Rather than if you're looking for a pair of Sony headphones, you're going to see the exact pair of Sony headphones because there's only one listing on Amazon. So that's the difference between eBay and Amazon in that regard. Now, the race to the bottom is the race, for the most part, for the buy box. And so only one seller on a listing gets the buy box, and that is the prominent buy it now button. And I don't think it's a buy it now button, but you know what I'm talking about, that appears when you first see the item. Most buyers are going to see that and say, you know what, that price is fair, and I'm going to just buy it. It's the item I need. I'm on Amazon. This has got to be the low price. But the other sellers are stuck over here on this button on the right-hand side, other buying options, and there could be lower prices, but Amazon, for the most part, will give you the buy box based on a number of factors. Price is a huge factor, account health, account history. These are all factors that factor in. Now, Amazon compares all the sellers and rewards that one seller the option, or the not the option, but the privilege of having the buy box. And that's huge because most buyers are not going to navigate looking for another better price. They're just going to buy it. On eBay, it's totally different. So the concept of race to the bottom is you have sellers on Amazon that have, a lot of them have repricers, and these repricers will sort of be in competition with each other, constantly lowering the price. When they see that there's a price that's higher on that same item, it's going to give you the lowest price. But then seller B is going to see, wow, we're not the lowest price anymore. We're going to lower our price. And even when you don't have a repricer, you log on to Amazon, you're looking at your account, it'll say, hey, you're not the lowest price anymore. Do you want to match that or go lower? And people will do that, and it'll be a race, constant race into the bottom, which is why has always been this notion on Amazon, if you're not first, you're last. Because if you're not first to get that item on there with the best price, or if you're not the only seller on the listing, a lot of times Amazon's that seller, you can't compete with them. You're last because you're not going to get the buy box, and you got to fight for that lowest price in hopes that you'll be in the buy box, if that makes sense. So you find a lot of sellers on Amazon who are at one price one day, and their price is dramatically lowered to a certain price in a race to get that lowest price. But it ain't like that on eBay. And so I think a lot of people want to think of that as an actual concept on eBay, and it's just not what it is. You could go right now and search for an item on eBay, on the solds, and see a wide range of prices. Could be anywhere from Let's say it's a $100 item, $119. That same item will be up for 80 as a sold. You'll see someone sell it for 20 on an auction that didn't really get too much traction. You'll see so many different prices for this very, very same item. And the whole idea of being the lowest price on eBay in order to get a sale is just a myth, guys. There are people right now who are making sales with full asking price because they do all the things right. They get maybe a high rank, maybe they're promoting high rank in a best match search. Buyers, look, that price looks fair to me. It looks like the item I want. I'm just going to buy it. Some people don't look for the best price. There's a lot that do. And that's why you'll see in sold comps, you'll see, well, wow, how did that guy get 120 for that when all these other ones are being sold for 80 bucks? It has nothing to do with the race to the bottom. It's about having quality listings, good photos, good number of photos now. It's becoming evident that eBay wants you to get more and more photos in there per the listing quality report. And it's becoming more and more evident that price is a factor. Don't get me wrong, because as many times I will, of course, undercut my competition when I get an offer, but I'm not undercutting my competition when I am listing the item. So I am generally looking at all these sold prices for the same item I am trying to list right now, and I will go in and I will try to find not the median price, what it sold for. So that example I was telling you, it sold for 119. We have a bunch of $80 sales. I'm going to be realistic about it. I might drop it in at $89.99, maybe $94.99. This is what I do. And the reason why I do it that way is because I know my 10% markdown sale is going to kick in within a couple hours of me listing that item. So that's going to naturally drop it down by about $8 or $9 on that price point. Then I have a 10% markdown coupon, which is going to drop that down by another $7 or $8, $9, depending on where the price is at. Which, guess what, guys? Inherently, now I'm in the 70s. The item is sold for 80. Now I'm assuming that everyone's charging shipping for this, but that's just the example I'm giving because I charge shipping. Now I'm in the 70s. People are attracted to my item. They click on it. Right now, I got a button that says best offer. So now I have to consider, if I get an offer from a buyer, I have to consider one factor. I think you guys know what it is. How much did I buy it for? So if I paid $5 for it and someone's coming to me for, let's say $60, well, heck, even after fees, and I do promote anywhere from 8 to 10% on most items, guess what? I'm still getting about a 9 to 10x flip. That's great. I mean, what item, if you were guaranteed right now, hey, you go out and buy whatever you want at whatever price point, we're going to guarantee you a 7 to 10x flip. Okay. And when you sell it, that's what you're going to get. And I can come down in price through all those things, markdown sale, coupons, and best offer. I can even make offers to watchers at the same price point. And guess what's going to happen? I'm going to still get, well, I would really say 6 to 10x on my initial investment, irregardless to what the market is actually currently selling it at. And I think the idea of, race to the bottom, it's kind of laughable when I hear it because the market is never going to be the same. Okay, so what are you racing to the bottom of? Are you racing to the bottom of the market? Because last time I checked, usually there's a range. And if you want to scold somebody for racing to the bottom of the market on an item, you might want to scold the people who are throwing their things up for 99 cents or $9.99 an auction and only getting 1 or 2 bids, who aren't getting full market or even bottom market for that same item. I'm not doing that. I am simply, if you want to say I'm undercutting my competition, well, then that's what it is. That's what competition is. And unfortunately, there are going to be people that feel, because I've received emails from these same people, they are going to feel a certain kind of way about me because how can you sell this item at this low of a price when it sells for 90 bucks? Okay. I've received emails from other sellers like that, scolding me because I just, have this item up for 65 plus shipping when all they are able to sell it for is 85 to 90 plus shipping. That's a sourcing problem, guys. And once you get that figured out, start buying things low enough to where you can mark it up to allow yourself to be ultra competitive. You're going to do better in this game. But to get mad, to leave comments, and leave all the comments you want, I guess we're not always going to agree. Okay, I can sit here back and forth and have a debate with somebody because you see things from your perspective just as I see things from mine, and I value those experiences because guess what? I may be wrong in that in those arguments. Okay, there's been many times I've been on the wrong side of an argument in the chat because of my personal experience. Then I consider your experience or your argument and say, you know what? Maybe that guy's onto something, or that gal's onto something. So I do value the comments in a respectful way down below. Now, if you're going to fire off an attack, you know, pretty much disparaging me, that's fine. But it makes me wonder why you bother to watch this channel. We get it a lot. It's very discouraging, but I'm going to keep pushing forward because I'm not a quitter, and that's just what I do. So fire away whatever your comments are in a respectful way, but I want to know what you think. Is there really such a thing as race to the bottom on eBay? And if so, exactly what does that mean to you? Because I promise you, if there is such a thing as race to the bottom on eBay, it ain't the same thing as what Amazon sellers see, because that's a totally different ballgame. And I think sometimes we loosely interchange these terms when they have absolute different meaning to these platforms. So there's so many differences between Amazon and eBay, it's not even funny, yet we try to loosely interchange these terms. So that's my question to you. If you guys enjoy the content, do me a favor. I'm trying to build this channel. You know, it's a goal of mine to eventually get this channel up to a larger following. You know, it's just a goal. I'm playing the game on YouTube, and by hitting that like button, that does help the channel. Subscribing to the channel is also awesome. I appreciate that. And why not hit that notification bell so you can be notified? There's times I make videos or I go live where I just, for no rhyme or reason, I'll go on, and a lot of you guys will see the replay and go, wow, I didn't know you're going live. Half the time I don't, but hit that notification bell so that you can be informed as well. Also, I did drop a members only video. I'm going to be doing like a couple of those a month to kind of as a thank you to those people who have trusted me enough to be a member and want to know more about Flipping Ain't Easy and kind of the insides of my thought process and things that I'm thinking about that I won't talk about on this channel. Not political or anything like that, but just things that I don't really feel like talking about because there's people who don't have good intentions that watch these videos, and I really don't share them with anybody but my closest friends. So you want to be a member, there's a button down below somewhere, I'm sure, that you can find. And you know, it helps support the time we take away from the main business to actually do these videos. So anyone who wants to become a member, certainly you're welcome, and I thank you. And that's why we're doing the videos members only once or twice a month. No hidden gems of information at all, because I promised you guys I wouldn't do that. Those who just aren't in the position or just aren't interested in being a member, which is certainly fine. But I just wanted to kind of give some kind of value to those who do, because I know how it is. It's like, why should I give some random dude $2.99 when I could use that for something else? So if you enjoy the channel, there's more content coming to those who are members, but it ain't nothing groundbreaking, just, you know, inside scoops and stuff like that. So I want to thank you guys for being part of it all, member or not, and put your comments down below. But, you know, figuring out how terms relate to the business you're running, race to the bottom, or other terms like that, it's yet another example of how flipping ain't easy. I want you guys to have an excellent day, and we will talk to you very soon. Take care.